What's up, everyone? My name is Michael DeLu. All right, and I want to thank you for even clicking on this episode of my podcast. Before I get to the episode, I would just like to ask that if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, comment on the video because it helps me tremendously in obtaining my long-term goals. All right, enjoy the episode. Let's do this shit. All right, so my name is Michael DeLu. Today is Friday, October 15th. If today's Friday, that means yesterday was Thursday. If yesterday was Thursday, that means there was some Thursday night football going down, and I'm here to recap that as well as provide a little bit of updates because it's a big week next week. Soccer is back tomorrow. Football's here. And the NBA, the National Basketball Association, is finally back. And with that being back, there's no more gaps in my episodes. I will be dropping videos and podcasts every day of the week, Monday through Saturday. You know, it's been a little rough because, you know, on Wednesday and Thursday, there's nothing really happening in the NFL. And, you know, last week there was no Champions League. But nevertheless, we're back. So get used to seeing my face every single day, whether you like it or not. And I'm really excited. So let's just jump right into today's episode. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 28-22. And at first glance, it's going to look like, oh, it was a close game. No, it wasn't. This for sure was the most boring game I've watched all season. I repeat, the most boring game I have watched all season. Tampa Bay, even though they won, in my opinion, were not impressive at all. Nevertheless, they did dominate the time of possession as well as like all the major stats. But it's rare that you see a team put up almost 30 points in an ugly performance and they win. But the culture that has been created in Tampa because of Bruce Arians and Tom Brady, how the Bucs played last night was simply unacceptable, especially on defense. Oh, my God. Piss poor. On defense, Richard Sherman left with the injury on the very first possession of the game for the defense. And it just seems like as soon as people sign for the Bucs, they get hurt immediately. Like they literally picked up I was about to say Russell Wilson. They literally picked up Richard Sherman from the street, and he became a starter because they've already suffered so many significant injuries in the secondary, in the defensive secondary. And he has a hamstring strain, tear, whatever. I'm not too sure if it's a tear or a strain. It's left to be seen how long he's going to be out. But I will say this. This is starting to become a significant problem for the Buccaneers, and this can honestly be a problem that a lot of teams can exploit down the stretch of the season. You got teams like Arizona, like high power. There's lots of teams in the NFC with high powered offenses. You got Arizona, they're 5-0. They're 5-0. You got Green Bay, they're 4-1. You got Dallas, they're 4-1. You got LA, the LA Rams, they're 4-1. All these teams have electric playmakers at the receiver position, and they could blow the top off the defense. This is honestly going to be a situation that is going to be close to monitor because, you know, football is about, you know, who's healthy at the right time and who's meshing, who's clicking. And honestly, this is not good for the Buccaneers. Although they were able to win the game, I'm not sold on, not that I'm not sold on the Buccaneers, but your defensive backfield makes or breaks you. Like look at the Chiefs. Daniel Sorensen is horrific. Look how many touchdowns he let up by himself and how many big plays he let up by himself on Sunday Night Football against the Bills. When you have bad secondaries, you have your coach standing on the sideline and he's waving a clipboard like, what the fuck was that? Whose man was that? What the fuck is going on? And the Buccaneers could possibly be in that situation because of all the injuries that they're suffering at that spot specifically. So this is going to be something that, you know, is very important to monitor. Okay, the health of these people, if they can get healthy and X, Y, and Z, blase. And yeah. So let me get into the box score for the Bucs. It's crazy because I'm gonna read off these stats and it's gonna look like, Michael, what the fuck are you talking about? They had a great game. The Bucs look great, but no, honestly, the Bucs could have won that game 42-0. Just keeping it real, keeping it solid, keeping it copacetic, keeping it funky. Tom Brady, 34 of 42 for 297 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Leonard Fournette, 22 carries, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Antonio Brown, man, 9 receptions, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. And it's crazy to think that the Buccaneers have, I mean, obviously they're one of the most talented rosters, so it's not crazy. Buccaneers have 3 receivers that are capable of being number 1 receivers on most teams in the NFL. Like, you could run your offense. This receiver can be the focal point of your offense. Antonio Brown, who was easily, this not even, as of 2018, was considered one of the best receivers in the NFL, the entire NFL. Probably in some little articles I was reading, comparing his run to Jerry Rice's best run of 3 years, whatever, blase. Chris Godwin, incredible. And then, what's his name? Mike Evans. I apologize, Mike Evans. So, AB does this game. Next game, Mike Evans might go for 200. The game after that, whatever, they have Gronk, OJ Howard, et cetera, honestly. And the Bucs just have too much. Like, eventually the game got to a point where the Bucs were like, we're better than you, and we're going to put this game away. And that's what they did on their last drive. OJ Howard, 6 receptions, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Oh my God. Now I have to rip the fucking Eagles. First and foremost, the coaching was just bad. Like, bad coaching from the jump. Oh my God. And then also, what was worse than the coaching was the fucking play call. Look. And I know I'm speaking for a lot of Eagles fans right now when I say this. Why the fuck does Miles Sanders only have 1 carry in the first half? Miles Sanders is easily the best back that the Eagles have. There's no logical explanation for why he only has 1 carry. 1 carry in the first half. The offensive line was ass. And it just seems like at this point, even though Jalen Hurts isn't the best quarterback, he's trying, he's playing, but he's not getting any help. Look, any young quarterback, their best friend is a running game. Get a comparable back that can pick up yards, and they will have your quarterback in a situation where he doesn't have to face stacked box, or where he doesn't have to face fucking not a stack box, whatever the opposite of a stack box is, because they know, they're not going to run the ball. Passing downs, passing situations. Let's get our fastest linebackers on the field. Let's wreak havoc. Let's release our rush at them and go crazy. That is the situation Jalen Hurts is in, because the simple fact that if you only give your running back the ball 1 time in the first half, Jalen Hurts is not there yet to where he can. Let me see. Jalen Hurts is not there yet to where he can sit back and just dissect the NFL defense, pick his poison, and walk all the way down the field. Like, no, he's not there yet. Because he's not there yet, Miles Sanders or any back on the Eagles offense needs to be running the ball effectively. Not even hand them the ball. Even if it's not effective, hand them the ball. He's not there yet. The offensive line is not good. You're not running the ball. And on top of that, receivers are not creating separation. That shit is, this is a subpar offense, a subpar quarterback, a subpar offensive line. Miles Sanders is decent, a good back. And then you have receivers that are not creating separation. There's nothing for Jalen to really work with. And that's why you see you see stats like this. 12 of 13 for 115 yards, a touchdown and interception. That is bad. Oh my God, that's so bad. Miles Sanders, 9 carries for 56 yards. Quez Watkins, 3 receptions for 44 yards. Devontae Smith, 2 receptions for 31 yards. That's not going to cut it, man. That's not going to cut it. And unfortunately, I genuinely feel for Eagles fans because, man, I don't feel shit for nobody. Actually, my team sucks. I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar. I need niggas to feel bad for me. Please, people feel bad for me. The shit I go through every Sunday. And honestly, that was the game. Really wasn't an impressive game for me to watch. I kind of was dozing off, doing other stuff while I was watching it. I'm like, so honestly, at a certain point, the NFL should have the best games of the week on primetime. Like if teams aren't good anymore or whatever, it's looking like it's not going to be a good matchup. Reschedule these damn games. This for sure could have been like a 1 a.m. not a 1 a.m. a 1 p.m. game. Like nobody wants to see the fucking defending champions play one of the worst teams in the NFC. Come on now, NFL, do better. And then the next thing I want to talk about. Because this is honestly like a really I hate to talk about this, but it is what it is. I always got to report the truth. So at the media day for the New Orleans Pelicans, General Manager David Griffin announced that Zion had foot surgery. And Zion picked up an injury around the time of the NBA Summer League. Even though, he's not going to play in Summer League or anything, I'm just giving a timetable of when it happened. And then he had foot surgery. So Zion had foot surgery, and I guess David Griffin and the, medical staff for the New Orleans Pelicans thought that Zion would be ready for the season to start. But update, season starts in 4 days. Zion hasn't been working out, hasn't been running, hasn't been in 5-on-5, hasn't been in any basketball activities, hasn't done shit, honestly. So something's going on, something's wrong. And here's why I'm really there's some red flags. This is another injury in Zion. This is only Zion's 3rd year of his career. Meaning not too long, it's a short career. But this is repeated injuries to the lower body. Repeated injuries to the foot. Repeated injury. He's already had repeated injuries to the foot, repeated injuries to his knees, and repeated injuries to the ankle. Okay, that is not good. That is not good at all. Like at all. That's not good at all. Some have required him to miss a significant amount of time. Some haven't. I remember his rookie season. He had knee surgery. They said he'd be back by week 2 of the season. Wasn't back until 3-4 months down the line. And it just seems like every time Zion gets hurt, it's an inaccurate timetable of when he'll be back versus when he's actually back. Are the Pelicans overanalyzing how fast he'll be able to recover, or what the fuck is actually going on? And like I said, it's like the scariest part about it is that we keep getting the wrong timetables for his recovery. So it's like, are they not work? I don't know what it is. What's up with the medical staff? Like, why are their predictions always so fucking wrong? Why? Because as of right now, there is no timetable for his return. He will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. And my biggest thing with Zion is I do not want injuries to fuck his career up. Last season, Zion averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds on 60% shooting. That has never been done in the history of the NBA. By anyone, not by Shaq, not by Wilt, not by Kareem, not by Tim Duncan, not by David Robinson, not by Alonzo Mourning. Who else are some great centers? Patrick Ewing. No one has done that shit. Giannis hasn't done that either. And Zion did that in his 2nd year of his career. Only the 2nd year of his career. So it's disheartening to me as an NBA fan, as a lover of high-quality basketball. I want to see Zion play as much as often. And I'm looking at a picture of Zion as I'm reporting on this. And it just gets me, I just really feel indifferent about the whole situation because it's like, damn, it just seems like it's always something with this dude, man. And we've seen what injuries have done to so many different players from all different eras in the NBA. Grant Hill, Yao Ming, Derrick Rose, Greg Oden, all types of players, man, honestly. So it's like, I hope he's able to shake this off. I hope he's able to bounce back. But like I said, like has been said over and over again, there was a lot of questions on whether Zion will be able to have a legitimate NBA career considering his size, his weight, and the amount of I don't want to say reckless abandonment that he plays with in the NBA, but people that are his size should not be able to do the things that he does. So it does put a lot of strain on the body and whatever, but he is young. He's only 21 years old. So I mean, hopefully he's able to heal, come back healthy, come back strong. But it wouldn't surprise me if honestly he got hurt again, and I hope that's not the case. I hope that doesn't continue to happen. I don't want that to happen. But like I said, I have to be 100. It doesn't surprise me at this point because Zion has already picked up so many injuries in such a short amount of time. And this is only This is only season 3 in his career. I don't know exactly what's in store for his future, but I'm hoping the basketball gods and God himself bless this kid with a long, fruitful NBA career. Please, dear Lord, bless Zion with the ability to stay healthy from here on out. If he does get injured, let's get a little sprain here and there, whatever. Nothing. We don't want no significant injuries or anything like that. And so that's going to conclude today's podcast. If I'm not mistaken, this is episode 74, and I'm really excited because every single day I'm blessed to do this. I just think about all the stuff I've been through to get to this point and to be able to keep doing this shit. It inspires me every day. I wake up every day with the mindset of I'm gonna get it. I'm like this shit is life or death for me. Like this. This is how I want to feed my family. This is how I want to feed my kids. This is life or death for me. I've put everything I have into this. People don't even understand what I've really put into this. But in due time, when I do make it, I definitely do not have a problem revisiting all the steps it took me to get to where I'm trying to go. Like I said, this shit is life or death. Like for real. Like I don't play around with this. Same way Lil Baby treats music. This is how I treat this. And trust me. When I say I got so much big shit coming. I'm really about to ramp it up, and it's gonna get easy. Nevertheless, my name is Michael DeLu. You were just listening to Pull Up the Tape. I appreciate those of you who were listening to Pull Up the Tape. This is episode 74. Countdown to episode 75. Episode 100 is gonna start soon. When I get to episode 100, it's gonna be a really, really big deal. I really want to celebrate that shit because I honestly feel like that is a milestone. That's a big thing. I don't play with that shit because, I remember when I first started this shit and how nervous I was and to where I am now. You know what I mean? I'm growing. I'm improving every single day. I don't want to talk you guys' head off. Hope everyone enjoys their weekend. My name is Michael DeLu. You are just tuned in to Pull Up the Tape. Viral movie. Long live the Woo. Long live Kobe. And long live Gigi. I'm out this bitch. Yes, sir.